I, I mean, I get chills just talking about Carmel because I'm very passionate about it, and swimming was such a big part of my life for a decade and a half or more. I mean, from 3 to 22, when I graduated college, I was around water. Uh, and while I miss the competitiveness and the camaraderie of swimming, the skills that you learn from swimming are things that you carry with you. It's funny to look back and think and see that the lessons that he was trying to instill on us at such a young age are things that are even more applicable now, where I'm trying to set myself up professionally for the rest of my life. Yeah, so my name is Matt Segar. I graduated from Carmel High School in 2008. I joined Carmel Swim Club when I was 12 or so, but I'd been doing swim lessons through the community and summer league ever since I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I'm in my second year of residency. I'm an internal medicine resident in Dallas, Texas at University of Texas Southwestern. Halfway done, and I'm applying for cardiology this summer.
Wonderful. Do you still get in the water at all and swim?
I not as much. I It's kind of poetic. My last swim meet of my life was at Olympic trials, so I kind of like that my last I kind of went out on top. I get in the water. I mean, it's Texas, so you're a little hot, so you'll jump in the water. But uh, I've transitioned a lot of my exercise to other things like rowing or still endurance-based sports.
Nice.
A lot of it I started when I was young. My parents just wanted us to be comfortable around the water. So they started us at a really early age so we'd get that comfort. And so my earliest memories were nothing but positive. Uh, Starting at Stony Creek swim lessons and playing games like finding fish on the bottom of the pool or finding pennies, the things that when I coached, I tried to instill and uh, make fun activities for. Then as you got older, it turned to be a lot more kind of social time where you can go and hang out with your friends, and it was a time for you to connect after a long day at school and go and jump in a water and splash around, and it was just nothing but fun.
Very.
That question when I graduated high school, I think it was time management. I made some really good friends, and it's allowed me to swim in college and help pay for some of my schooling. I think that answer now turns not just from the athletic side, but for the this overall skills that you learn being an athlete. I mean, that being a competitive swimmer is a big time commitment, and having dedication to a craft, learning to receive feedback is incredibly important. Notice that a lot amongst my peers when they're not as inclined to receive feedback, but if you can always tell the athletes, they're always asking for more. Hey, what can I improve on? And they're very comfortable with both positive and negative feedback. And they don't take it personally, but as a way to get better and continue to strive to be better. So I think the overall message I've received in swimming has been just this willingness to always want to get better and continue to improve. Now, for the younger kids, I'd encourage you to just get in the water and enjoy the process. Understand that swimming is more than just being in the water. It's what you do in dry land. It's being around your friends, and it's uh, just developing the skills and being comfortable with practice. But as you get older, I think it's more understand that there's more to swimming than just when you're at practice. It can be a whole. How do I want to word that? So swimming can be more than just when you're at practice. It can be when you're outside of practice as well, with the things that go in your body, the care of yourself with recovery and staying out late, and uh, it's a fun time to be in, but it can be pretty demanding too.
Absolutely.
There's the the first week is the hardest. I remember that first week that I joined Carmel, I was like, "Can I do this?" And then ever since then, things got so much better, and I've loved every single minute that I was at Carmel. The hardest part is just starting. It can be very intimidating. You're going into this environment with this culture of excellence and all the trophies on the wall, but at the same time, it's so exciting because you're a part of it and you can help really shape the future of a really storied program. So
Very.
just I mean, my favorite memories are just the people that I was around. I mean, some of my best friends still to this day were I'm best men in weddings and going to people's weddings are a lot of Carmel swimmers. So those memories that I have of being at people's houses, the dyeing your hair for sectionals in state, and the away trips when even the bus rides there and back are fun. Some of my favorite memories have even been when I would come back and swim with Carmel on a summer when I was in college because you friends that you'd see at Carmel, they'd go to different colleges and you'd come back and you'd be at the same meet and you just get to see each other get faster and faster and keep pushing each other because you don't want your friend to be in finals and you not being in finals. It's just that the people you meet are really what make the program. I think what would surprise people is that it has this stereotype of being very intense that they only I know when I was growing up and doing summer league, there was this persona of Carmel that they're immediately going to be jumping in doing like 10-mile swims at the on day one, and it could not be further from the truth. They push you, but they push you to what you're capable of and just a little bit beyond. So you're always trying to get better. They really cater things to you. You're not just a number to Carmel. You're a person, and the coach knows your name. They shake your hands after practice, and they really get to care about you both in the water and out of the water. A couple reasons. First, I love the sport. I love seeing it grow, and I really want to understand the mechanisms of swimming and how to get faster and what it takes to be a great athlete. But I coached the younger kids, the 5 to 7, and then up to 10 years old. And I think Carmel really gave a lot to me. I think a lot of the success that I've had professionally, athletically, personally is a lot attributable to Carmel Swim Club and Carmel High School. And so I love the idea of giving back to the community and helping early swimmers, young swimmers on that path to and have the same experiences that I did.
Great.
Forever.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of ways that you can look at how athletics helps shape your future success in a career. And I could speak to medicine because that's what I'm in personally. Uh, I think the most amazing thing was that when I was looking at residencies, you interview across the country. And in every single interview that I had, every single person recognized and brought up that I was a former Division I athlete in swimming. And it's such a selling point because people understand that you're willing to do the work, you're dedicated to a craft, you're uh, willing to take feedback, advice, and just strive to get better. And these are the Dukes, Hopkins, Mayo clinics of the world that are looking for people that have a background in athletics. I can tell from my co-residents and the people that I've interacted with, there's something different about athletes in that they're willing to put in the work. They respond to feedback really, really well. And they just always have this strive to continually improve. I think the other cool thing is when you look at the data, because I'm a science nerd, I love looking at articles. Uh, when you look at what predicts someone that will succeed in a healthcare field, it's not your board scores, your step scores, your grades, where you went to school. It's were you an athlete was the single best predictor of succeeding in medicine, and that's a pretty cool thing. So if you're a parent and when I become a parent and I am thinking of what could I do best to help set up my child for success, it seems like such an obvious choice where something where you can help them be safe around water just to start to growing friendships that will last a lifetime to and most importantly are they going to grow up to be a good person and have the skills to succeed in this world. Swimming has it all, and I give a lot to my success to my history and being around Carmel Swim Club.